So, the draft happened. I did live reactions to the first two picks, but I didn't do any for the last three. Why? I was on vacation. I wasn't even there for like the last two picks, so whoops. Uh, anyway, hello. Let's review the Bears draft because why not? So the first overall pick, Caleb Williams. And now we were going into this draft with, I think, the highest amount of picks in terms of value, despite the fact that we had four picks. It was just the two top 10 picks that we got for, well, it was basically free at this point. So there's that. It costed one Bryce Young. Oh no. Anyway, so Caleb Williams, quarterback of the future. If he can get 4,000 passing yards at some point within the next 3 years, or erect at least three different statues around a possible new stadium. By the way, they're doing the city dirty on that stadium. Anyhow, so then somehow, Rome Odunze falls down to number 9. Don't know how. I honestly thought the Titans were gonna pick him, but instead they picked a different offensive lineman that I honestly forgore. But yeah, I was happy because that we're not gonna go into one of the best. Caleb Williams is going into one of the best situations for a quarterback to go into. Fields, he was definitely not going into a great situation. Now with Caleb Williams, we're actually trying by giving the man wide receivers. You can not be successful in the league as a quarterback without wide receivers. Remember Jim Plunkett, number 1 overall with the Patriots? Sucked. And then he went to the Raiders. He had wide receivers, and wow, he becomes a good quarterback. It's almost like they were wasting him. So yeah, we fix wide receiver problem, and now we don't ever need to spend a pick on a wide receiver for another 2 years. So that's good. Second round pick was traded to the Commanders, who they traded it to the Eagles for Cooper DeJean. What'd you at least get for it? You traded your second, third, and fifth for 2 seconds and a fifth. I mean, I guess that's okay. I don't know. And then they used that selection to pick a tight end. I don't know if he's Montez Sweat level, but he's a tight end out of K-State. I'm sure he's fine. So then our third round selection goes to Kieran. You're not going to pay me to ever pronounce that. I already tried. He's an Ivy Leaguer who earned all Ivy honors in 2022 and became a first-team FCS All-American in 2023 with the likes of hold on, who's it? With the likes of Mason McCormick. That's the only guy that has the only other guy that has a Wikipedia page, but smart dude, big, 6'5", 323. I'd love to be 6'5", to be honest. But yeah, that's cool. 75th pick. I'll take that. He was projected. Well, no, he was projected to be around that, so it's a good pick. So then the original fourth round pick was traded to the Chargers for Keenan Allen. Thank you, Chargers, by the way. Really great. Really great. And then what was supposed to be our final pick from the trade down of 2023, going down one to give the Eagles another. Man, we're talking about the Eagles a lot today. For, a really, really okay player. So, wait. Oh, they got two of them. So, never mind. So we draft a punter. A punter I am very familiar with as your normie Nebraska fan here. Troy Taylor. out of Iowa. Honestly, I looked at the optics pretty terribly because like last year we drafted Trent Gill. I'm like, why are we drafting another one? But then I remembered. Oh, oh, oh yeah. I was cringing anytime he tried punting, so it was a good decision. Uh, maybe could have just traded with the Bills. Swap the Troy Taylor and the next pick. But who cares? So that's nice. So we get an offensive tackle and a punter. So honestly, that's a pretty good trade down, if you ask me. Yeah. The only knock on him is that he's 27, which I didn't realize. But that's just because he's Australian, and yeah, for some reason. So now then in the fifth round, I get a notification. Well, I don't even get a notification. I just check my phone, and then I see, oh, wait, the Bears are picking. Oh, who this? Austin Booker in the fifth round, a defensive end out of Kansas. So we drafted a defensive end, a developmental defensive end, might add, from Kansas. We really love the Midwest. So, what did we trade? Well, we traded next year's fourth round pick. That pick was originally the fifth round selection that we traded for Bates. So we kind of just traded. We traded for Bates for a 2025 fourth round pick. There we go. Just keep trading it. Eventually, it'll be a 2027 seventh round. It's a second round pick. If you're wondering where those sixth and seventh round picks were, that sixth round pick was for Jakeem Grant. No, that was last year. It was Dan Feeney. Okay, Dan Feeney, is he still on the team? No. He's not on the team anymore. Well, that was a waste. And then they get Malik Washington. Okay, so that was a waste of a sixth round pick. Poles, you lost that one pretty badly. And the seventh round pick was for N'Keal Harry, and honestly, I think we won that trade. They get some tight end, which I'm sure is gonna have more impact than than N'Keal Harry ever did. That's for sure. How is this man still in the league? Wait, no, is he? He's still in the league. Why is he with the Vikings? Okay, so back to Austin Booker. This man is well, he's taller than Kieran, but he has a little less weight. 245. 6'6", 245. I'm a bit concerned about the weight, if I'm going to be honest. Considering that, usually they're up in the lowest is like 280, but he had a decent 40-yard dash. Just mostly decent stuff. He had a higher RAS score, which is probably why Pulse picked him. And if I go back through certain something, what was it? Yeah, apparently Austin Booker was destroying the Packers' first round selection, Jordan Morgan, in was it the Shrine Bowl or no? It was East West. Yeah. So the poll is definitely picked based off of homage, I guess. So actually, I wanted to talk about one more thing. Besides one more thing before I get to Nebraska. The 1983 draft was the one that it had the amount of the six quarterbacks taken in the first round. It wasn't six quarterbacks taken in 12 picks, but it was there. It was two quarterbacks taken in the first 12, and then just scattered around the end. And Dan Marino was the last of the six. Ken O'Brien at least had a Pro Bowl? Anyway, so the first quarterback selected was John Elway. So I think if we're thinking of comparisons, he's going to the Hall of Fame, and then I don't know. Who knows? I give Bears grade an A minus simply because you probably could have used a 5th-round pick on the punter instead of a 4th, and maybe pick someone else. But Austin Booker had like a 3rd-round grade or something, so it was a good deal. It was a good deal. So we got Ryan Bates and Austin Booker for Ryan Bates for that for 2025 4th-round pick. If we do think of the Bears for like next year, they will have like 8 picks next. So who knows? Okay, sorry. This is just a decent amount of information to bring to look at. So, if anything we can learn from this is that you don't need a ton of picks. I honestly thought that Poles would have possibly traded down in the 1st round, but I think that was pretty much over when Rome was available, because the Atlanta Falcons picked Michael Penix. I love the Falcons sometimes. That organization needs help, like literal help. I don't. It just doesn't make any sense. Why? Just why? Why? I understand maybe like going, or like developing him, but that was the guy that had like the most ready quarterback out of the lower 4. Like, come on. He didn't even draft J.J. McCarthy, which honestly would have made more sense for them. Instead, he picked the guy that has the most closely related name to penis. Like, come on. Hey, who knows? Maybe that will work. Who the hell knows? But we shall see. We shall see. But on some other close notes for our undrafted free agents, the one notable one that was seen was Austin Reed formerly SIU, West Florida, and Western Kentucky. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot of schools to go to. He was a Division II champion and became a pretty good player for Western Kentucky after Bailey Zappi left. So, and also the top undrafted free agent quarterback. So, good pickup. I'm a little scared that either it's going to be a battle between Tyson Bagent and Austin Reed for the quarterback 2 slot. The reason why I'm saying quarterback 2 when we have Brett Rippon is that Brett Rippon is going to be quarterback 3 on the roster because he has veteran experience, even though he is hot trash as a quarterback. So there's that, I guess. And yeah, I'm sure there was some other there was definitely some other notable undrafted free agents, but I can't really remember them, nor do I really care until, I don't know, like July when they survive for most of it. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Bo Nix will be the Hall of Fame quarterback. No. The funniest? You know what's the funniest? Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler of all of these is going to be the next Hall of Fame quarterback. And Yeah, he's going to the Saints, but what do you start? No. No, they still have Derek Carr, even if he does run over the team. But, anyway. And the last thing that we have to go over, just a brief moment, is Nebraska at 0 picks. You tried, Omar Brown. You tried. He was like top 10 on the available overall chart, and he went to the Broncos or something. I don't know. But, yeah. But there was another draft that happened actually just today, which I'm glad I actually delayed this video because I could put this up. CFL, they have their own draft in the Canada World Draft or whatever, but they had this like second draft that I never knew or cared to remember, where it takes a bunch of players from international, puts them in a pool. It doesn't really matter like their experience or whatever. Interestingly enough, Troy Taylor was actually picked in the 15th pick overall. So Nebraska, this Itiva Mauga Clements, linebacker. I don't remember him playing for us, if I'm going to be honest. But he was picked number 1. He wasn't on last year's team, but he was the year before that. So, that's cool. He's now on the Edmonton Elks. Or could possibly sign to the Edmonton Elks. But then the last pick as well, was also a Nebraska player. Nordin Nuli. Yep, these are international players, that's for sure. Alignment. I think I remember him playing in like as a backup O line like a couple years back, but who knows? But that's all. There's not really much for Nebraska. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll catch you guys for the schedule release that will happen in like a month. And also some baseball and spring game stuff. I haven't done the analysis on it as in the spring game yet, so I will do that probably tomorrow. Anyway, see ya.